Again, we're gonna close the podcast with something new. It's a new story, again written by Fallen Angel Gabriel. As you can see, this one is called The Tooth Fairy's Jar. He read it to me the other day, and it was absolutely terrifying for me. I cringed. I literally shook a little as I heard it. But I hope you all enjoy this as a sign off. And yeah, here's your little nightmare snack. Tommy's first tooth came out with a faint pop, small and perfect in his palm. He dropped it into the glass of jar beneath his bed, just as his mother said. That night, she came. The Tooth Fairy. She glowed like silver moonlight with wings soft as lace and eyes that shimmered like dew. She bent close, kissed his forehead, and whispered, "Thank you, little one." In the morning, the tooth was gone, and in its place lay a crisp $10 bill. A few weeks later, he lost another tooth. This time, 20. The third, 40. The fourth, 80. It always doubled. And each night she came, humming lullabies, stroking his hair with hands that felt almost too cold. "You don't have to, child," she cooed. "You can stop whenever you wish. But if you keep giving me your teeth, the money will keep doubling. When you're done, just say so." Her smile lingered too long. Her teeth a little too sharp. Her wings twitched more like an insect legs than lace. Tommy told himself he would stop someday. But why would he? The money was easy, and it was fun. He bought candy, toys, games, foolish things that dulled in a day. And when the money was gone, he only had to give another tooth. Until there was no more to lose. Until there was no loose ones left. Still, he wanted more. He began to wiggle his teeth until his gums bled, twisting them until the roots tore before their time. And when even that wasn't enough, he crept to the garage for pliers. The first yank nearly broke him, bone tearing from the socket, gum shredding like wet paper. He screamed into his pillow. The tooth dangled from the pliers, still smeared with the strings of flesh. He dropped it into the jar anyway. That night, she came again, crouched on the ceiling like a spider. Half her face still soft and beautiful, half writhing mask of mandibles and rot. Her voice was lullabies dragged across broken glass. "My brave boy, my sweet boy, more." And still, the money doubled. Night after night, tooth after tooth, his pillow grew stiff with blood, his pliers slick with spit. His smile collapsed into a blackened ruin. His mouth became an empty graveyard. When the baby teeth were gone, he said he did not stop. He waited for the new ones to sprout, only to tear them out before they had the chance to live. Each crack came with a clank of metal on enamel, the scrape screaming through his head. His gums wept, his jaw throbbed, his pillow stiffened with blood. And with every tooth that clattered into the jar, more of his future drained away. No grin for school photographs, no sharp bite into an apple, no easy laughter spilling from his mouth. Candy turned to paste, words to broken lisps. He would never smile at the pretty girls and see them smile back. And still, he continued. The jar grew heavy, humming with the weight of bone. It smelled of blood and bad morning breath and sour rot that clung to the air. And the fairy grew with it, towering, radiant, and putrid at once, wings dripping slime, voice honey sweet and cruel. When he had given her his last tooth, Tommy was rich beyond imagination. thousands of dollars stacked high, but he had no laugh, no smile, no voice, only drool and regret. The candy turned to paste in his ruined gums. The toys bored him. The money vanished into foolish things. And still, she stayed. That night she knelt beside him, half angel, half insect. She cradled his head in her claws as if she were tucking him into bed. Her kiss left blood on his forehead. "Our deal isn't finished, darling," she whispered. "You may stop whenever you wish, if only you say so." But Tommy couldn't. Without teeth, his mouth could no longer tell her to stop. Only wet gurgles spilled out. Her smile split wider, impossibly wide. "Then we continue." The pliers were in his hands again. Only this time, it was not his choice. Her claws curled gently over his fingers, guiding them down, pressing the cold metal against the fragile bones at their tips. "If you're out of teeth, other parts will do," she whispered, voice sweet as honey and sharp as glass. "The little ones first, fingers, toes, then the soft ones, ears, tongue, eyes, each offering more than the last." The jar rattled beneath the bed, shaking with hunger, eager to be fed. And Tommy understood. With a sickness that hollowed him, she would take him apart, piece by piece, until there was nothing left to sell but his soul. He tried to scream, to beg her to stop, but no word would come. Only wet sobs as he wept in her arms, a child realizing too late that he had sold himself whole. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Again, that was Nightmare Snacks. This one was called The Tooth Fairy's Jar by Fallen Angel Gabriel.